List of complementary love spells that work overnight, that can utilize, when silence is the only word spoken. Do you ever sit across from your partner and rack your brain for something brand new to talk about? There is no reason to let dull chit-chat sneak into your relationship, when you can enliven your discussion abilities with a few subjects that make sure to pique anybody's interest. Not to discuss, you will discover aspects of your partner that you never ever understood. Get ready to be surprised. These topics will absolutely show otherwise. Relationship discussion starters can and will spark some really interesting topics. Give them a try, you will see. Basic expression you can utilize to make him switch off the computer system, chase you into the bedroom and seduce you as the gorgeous woman you are. The language of desire. Get in touch with spoken foreplay. Discover new ways to get in touch with your partner with these lively questions and open the doors to interesting and romantic enjoyable. Prepare to spice up your relationship idea. You understood whatever there was to understand about your partner. Guess once again. Ask these questions and be prepared to be astonished. Are you prepared to bulletproof your relationship? Find out how to open the secret to intimacy and a relationship that is unstoppable. Let me assist you out. Pick one that is right for you and your partner, from the privacy of your house. You can try any of them to revive your lost love, have a tempting attract your loved one, help you remain faithful, or any other function. When we think of relationships, we can frequently associate one element with the physical and the other with the psychological, both of which are similarly as essential for most of individuals, but among each, there are conversations that should be viewed as non-negotiable. This might look like a discussion that needs to be had more frequently internally than with another person, however it is necessary to get specific. It is essential to not just go over the worries we have for the relationship and what could go wrong, however the important things that produce unease within ourselves, by ourselves too. Knowing I have a worry of heights permits my partner to much better support and comfort me in minutes of panic, and even further, prepare for those events so there is no hold-up in action. Whether it be trust issues, body concerns, PTSD, or a one-off scenario, the more you know, the more you can choose to accept and best assistance. Don't just participate in it, however, talk about it. 75% of individuals making love haven't even troubled to discuss what it is they actually like prior to leaping into bed. Although sex isn't what is necessary, it's one of the greatest forms of intimacy that two people can show one another, and if it's going to be monogamous, do your due diligence so it's satisfying for both. There are people who find this subject to be particularly unpleasant, but it does not need to be, nor should it be. It is among the most natural habits of the human. So don't let pillow talk end up being a taboo topic in between you and your partner. Not simply expert goals and not just individual objectives either, but what a perfect world looks like that includes your partner, as this is normally the long-term goal of a relationship. Understanding this conversation as required in a relationship needs to make most think about where they are at as people before participating in correspondence with another person. If we are unsure of where we are separately, then we will have no beginning point in how to tailor a life that supports the independent soul, while likewise a love connection. The very same would opt for the conversation itself. These are the things that will potentially keep the individual you love as someone you can continue to love and love them increasingly. Trust me, a partner who supports your dreams and cheers you on without fail is a major turn on. In both my viewpoint and my experience, this conversation ought to be the simplest to have, since if you are treating yourself as you should, then these are entirely not up for dispute. With that being stated, my recommendation would be to have this discussion as early on as possible, due to the fact that it is also the quickest way to filter through non-ideal candidates. If you initiate this discussion on the front end, then there is little to no wasted time on either end. You likely have a very little psychological connection at this moment, and you will have no genuine information to go off of when it comes to modifying your response. In other words, if you understand the person would never ever be with somebody who does not desire kids, and you understand you don't want kids, the probability of you stating it how it is on the first date compared to the 10th is evident. This is due to the fact that it would need reading in between the lines, and second, third, and fourth layer questions sometimes. Many individuals do not realize how unique it is to understand what matters to another individual, since they have never ever seen it as the conversation that needed to occur in order to get there. Let us know in the comments section below. Was this information helpful?